This is Drop Tent Media Network.
Hi, hello, welcome, Call of Us, Neil Wood, Adam Nutter.
By the renewing of your mind.
The recycling. It's a flesh body world. Human. Sir, slimy reptilian.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Cult of Us. We're back in the studio. Adam.
Yo.
Your hand's swollen. You had a shitty weekend. I love it. You look great. I'm burping into the microphone. I don't know why I'm doing this. I know how to proper etiquette works.
We're so good, dude. We're so good at podcasting.
The shame of it is it feels purposeful. You know what I mean? Like it looks it's purposeful on my part because I've done so many other podcasts. But anyway, I'm gonna laser focus today. It's good to see you.
Same.
You're back from traveling. We've got shows coming up. We're coming from shows. It's I've been down in the basement for 3 or 4 days.
Nice.
I have not really been
healthy.
outside. It's not by choice. It's
Who
more
needs
of just
vitamin D, bro?
I there's none outside anyway. No, I've only gone outside for dog walks, and it's I think so in comedy. So yeah, I feel out of touch with society. It's very interesting. Slowly
4 days in the
spiraling.
basement, you're like a recluse. You're like Howard Hughes. You pissing in fucking mason jars. You saving your toenail clippings, dude.
No, I don't. You think I would go that way? I feel like I would go conspiracy route. I would start. You'd come down every once in a while, and there'd be some plans in the corner that you'd be like, "Hey, what's up with this wall over here?" And it's just me with a crayon,
But I'd be super into it. Like, let me help you draw lines, and I just get over there. I'm like, no, you're not seeing You're not seeing what I've been doing research for this for fucking 10 years. All right, this goes to the lizard people. Go to airlines. Come on,
every time.
With it.
Time you know it, dude. You got Sasquatch in completely the wrong area, dude.
What are you, an idiot?
Completely the wrong area. This is crazy. You can't have him tied to Hillary. Everyone knows he's tied to Jeb. What are you doing? Like just like crazy.
Werewolf is Hillary.
But
Bigfoot's Jeb.
Yeah, Bigfoot's Jeb. Bigfoot's definitely Jeb Bush. Come on, man. He's definitely not with Jeb. This is ridiculous. Yeah, man. You'd be the only one who sees it, and then I just look at your place. And I'm like, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. You know what I mean? He does not get it at all.
Come back to my basement. We'll compare basement notes.
Yeah. Yeah, do you have a sliding wall that goes into the back and then you have to dig down for 30 feet? Oh, you don't? Interesting.
Well, amateur hour over there. Okay, I have multiple escape routes for my fucking conspiracy basement.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what my favorite conspiracy room trope is. I think I'm a big fan of the old, just the classic, room just painted, covered in photos. With just painted some portions, and every once in a while there's a dark light. There's a black light part of it in a movie. They're just it's like, hey, you hit that light real quick, and they're like, oh my god, there's that wonderful moment.
I'd like to go a little deeper with it and think of ever seen these movies where there's a hidden room.
That's my second favorite.
Family finds it and they're like, oh, we didn't know Grandpa had a hidden room up here, and then it's just like newspaper clippings, glued on the wall and string everywhere. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see just some guy's Office. I want to see a deranged hidden room with no windows, just a stench, a musk of death and just fucking fear and conspiracy. I want all that. That's what I want. If I want to find a conspiracy room, I don't want to walk into a basement where you can watch the fucking Giants game. It's boring as fuck.
That would be interesting if you really if you went over a buddy's house in his man cave and behind the massive television was just his wall of crazy conspiracy, and you never wanted to start the conversation with him, so you just tried to watch the game and not look around, just man, I know about 3 inches off screen there is a giant photo of Illuminati that kind of looks like Roosevelt, but I cannot engage in conversation with this guy.
I won't turn my eyes to look that way. I'll never know who he is.
As soon as Dale gets started, he does not stop. We're just keeping him on task today.
He's just leaning up against the TV constantly, being spinning a yarn, red yarn, being if you ever just want, the drinks are right there. Also, I don't know if you saw this picture over here. You're like, no, man, I'm good.
the
Watch
games.
the game, dude. Just want to watch the game, dude. Lions, 49ers, whatever.
Are we that desperate to have a friend with a big TV? Like, we are actually. Yeah. He's got a
we
really
are.
nice setup. It's one of those curved Sonos, dude. It's Sonos.
He's
got
LG
Bose.
like a fucking
Yeah.
bitch.
He's got Sonos speakers. He's got the Bose wraparound. Like, I'm sorry to say, but yeah, we are that desperate. So I mean, your trip's over. So so Jackson, don't listen. You got to stop getting rid of states and cities. You're gonna start shitting on a city right
Florida.
now.
I am gonna shit on Jacksonville, but I think even first of all, okay, you know what? I don't think anybody's gonna fucking go against me on this. I'll tell you why. No one lives there. No one lives there. No one lives in Jacksonville. No one lives in. I don't care if it's the first time I've been there, and I've been there for 3 days, whatever. No one fucking lives.
I love when you start a rant just talking to me. It's like, I love you just like I didn't say no, and I just kind of like don't be so mad because what if we want to do a show there? And then he's just like, no one lives there. No, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm like, dude, I didn't say anything. Continue. Your anger is out there. I know. Well, here, let's start the clip. Start the clip. Go ahead. Pick up on that.
Jacksonville. So like get there, and I mean, this is downtown Jacksonville. Like this is where the convention is. This is where the show is. Downtown Jacksonville. I saw the fucking stadium from like my hotel room.
Okay.
Like, where the Jaguars play.
Sure.
This is like it. This isn't like the burbs of Jacksonville. I might have been. I wish this. Like, I can't stress enough how I'm not doing a bit. The only car on the road for 95% I was on the road in Jacksonville. Like, there was no other cars. Okay. There were no cars parked. Like, there were no cars parked in like parking lots, underpasses where there's like the lots, like kind of like Philly. By the way, Jacksonville is Philly with palm trees. That's 100%. It's the same. Gotcha. It's just a sunny Philly with Huskies for some reason in Florida, which is crazy to have a Husky. That should be a crime. It's rude. But it is a shit town. There's nothing there. There is no one there. I mean, nobody there.
All right, is this just a long way of you telling us that you're not a draw yet? Is that what that is? Or?
Yes. That's my excuse I'm going to start saying. I thought
Adam Nutter coming to town was going to be like WWE coming to Philadelphia, dude. This is crazy.
No one lives in Chicago. I just keep doing old major cities. Like, no one lives in LA.
No one lives there, yes.
No one lives there. Also, the road system. Okay. I can't even describe how bad it is. It's like someone. Wait,
can I push back on this? You're just mad because there wasn't a lot of traffic, or there just wasn't people.
It was just blowing me away how they're like. First of all, I get blown away when you go to like a major town with like a sports franchise, and you go, "Well, no one lives here. How do they support this? Like, how do you support all these things? Like, how do you, that's why my mind starts to go immediately sports." But it is kind of relevant. so
it's like I think like every sport. Well, yeah, but some places are like. Right, like Alabama, right? Like their football team like makes up part of their economy, like the majority of it. I know, I get it. I'm saying that, it's still like Jacksonville, Florida. So they're the Jaguars. I don't know. They're the Jaguars.
They might not. Not saying Jaguars because you're not
Jaguars. Jaguars.
I prefer that. I prefer that over what you said. So yes, it's fine. It's at least
Jaguars. I want to say the British Jaguar.
Jaguar.
Anyway, but what is anyway. So your gripe is just no one lives there. That's just the problem.
And it was also actually I'll be honest with you. It's because it was cold. That's kind of what triggered the entire because I'm going to Florida leaving 20 degrees weather being like this will be like,
sure
65, 70.
Okay.
That's cool. And it was 45 the entire weekend.
So you were a snowbird who maintained the snow status. You never
it went from 20 to 45. So that was cool.
Yeah, alligator. I can't talk today, dude. I almost said alligators. I almost went alligator. Dude, there's
and crocodiles.
There's this alligator, and that alligator done frozen in a pond. In North Carolina. Yeah, I think I was gonna send you the link. I was about to send it over the draft. It's like trying to think with that.
They stick their nose out the ice and
they don't hibernate. They burlate, I think, or whatever. It's like, all right, man, we get it. Hibernation in the water. He's like, yeah, basically.
Yeah,
which is funny. He's like, no, it's completely different. It's just like, is it hibernation in the water? Yeah, it is.
I mean, some would say that maybe, sure, but like I don't. I say
right. But it's very interesting. Yeah, it's super crazy. But anyway, I guess it's cold down there.
Let me explain the roadways though of Jacksonville, Florida. So I asked like the other Florida people, I'm like, is this all of Florida? Because I've only been to like a few places in Florida, or just Jacksonville. Like, no, just Jacksonville. It's like you have your main road, right? The highway, whatever. But there's 4 exits and like roundabouts off the main roadways. If that makes sense. I'm not doing a great job explaining this, but that's kind of, so like you could be driving straight and they're like, take this exit. But none of the signage is clear. They all blend into each other. Like all the signs are like the same color and like all blue, whatever, they all blend into each other. And then there's like 2 right exits off the main road. And they're like in succession of like maybe 30 yards of each other. She's like, which right do I go to? It's like so quick. And then there's also like a lot of left exits. So it'd be like, go straight, kidding, go left real quick. And you're like, ah! So like you're cutting across like fucking like 2 lanes of trap. It's like they just gave an autistic 4-year-old like, hey man, do you want to make the roads of a major American city? And then he looked at them and was like, I like to burn frogs alive. And they went, you're the man for the job. You go design these roads, dude. Like it made no sense. Like nothing made sense over there, like at all. I missed the airport exit like twice. And the most Philly thing I saw in Jacksonville was like says like the Philly of the South with palm trees. On Sunday, leaving, going back to the airport, I see this homeless gentleman right on like the exit of the highway, dragging a grill, just dragging a grill,
sure,
and then throwing it over the overpass.
Well, that's an actual, yeah. So. that's a Philadelphia fan, Snowbird. So he's going to start moving back up now.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So he can catch winter. It's like the opposite. He's got to get his grill up. He's coming up for like, I think somewhere through the mid-season he might get up here, which is nice. Okay. He's got to start the trek somehow. You know what I mean? Migration's important. He
should figure out a better way to carry that grill than slowly dragging it behind himself.
Well, you know, I mean, first of all, he prefers John. He's got to find some way to get that John up there. And you know what I mean? By the time it gets up here, the legs are so hot, he can use them to start something kind of going. He just kind of chops off a couple of them and throws them in to get some of the coals going. I think it's a strategy. I could be wrong.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? Best of luck. Maybe
I'm picturing his grill is huge. By now.
It was so big, dude.
I was picturing a big old boy Home Depot, top of the line. I'm picturing like it's a 2-tanker, you know, it's got like a prep area that is rattling. You're like that. There's no way that's making it to Philly, dude. There's no way.
Let's be honest with you. When I saw it, I was like, you stole that. Like it was too new and nice where he didn't steal it.
Yeah. And he's getting it over the overpass, heading to the woods because that is his new oven/heater.
Yeah, which is exactly where he was going with it. The woods of Jacksonville. The only tall brush I guess there was.
That'd be great.
It was too nice. I'm sorry.
It'd be great if someone's trying to, like, you see somebody, hey, come back here. He's like, oh, I can't believe I found this refrigerator. He doesn't even know what it is. You're like, Jesus Christ.
You got it.
You'll never catch me in my new fridge. You're like, fuck, man. We are fucked in this society, huh?
Yeah. He's not fucking it. No, he's fucking it. He's fucking it. Yeah, it was a wild experience. It was just a weird fucking town, a really fucking weird town.
I mean, I've heard Jacksonville's pretty strange. I've heard some stories that Jacksonville can be a weird place.
And
Philly equivalent, which makes sense. You're right.
Yeah, and we went out to like this bar, one of the nights, and it was. I couldn't understand the clientele of this bar, or the area of the bar, or what the bar was. Like everything was like a red velvet. Like low dim red velvet, and the music, the DJ was actually crushing. Some big heavyset black dude, and he was spinning hard. Like he was throwing Sugar We're Going Down mixes into like fucking hip hop shit, like mixing with Biggie. It was fucking good. This guy was like, yeah, dude, he was really good. But like the clientele coming in, it was like single chicks that were dressed in the nines,
sure,
couples that were just casually taking up giant tables by themselves, like
this sounds normal.
Dudes in hoodies, but like every race, every like creed, like it was like I'm like, what is this place? Like, it was just weird to me. Like it was like no theme, no like.
You start looking around.
No,
You're just like, am I in a Key and Peele sketch? Something.
Yeah, I felt like I was in like a '90s like after school special with like everybody parties here. I'm like, but where are we? Like, where is here? Like, where is here though? It was just
yeah.
It was one of those weird places where like, all right, it was cool. Like I wasn't not shitting on it. It was just like the whole time you're like, people are walking in. You're like, all right, these people don't match together. Like this group walking in after this group is weird. Like a frat bros followed by like Hispanic chicks dressed like going out like to like the nines.
So your problem is that it should be more segregated. That's what I think I'm understanding.
Please, I want the signs on the walls, fountains, bathrooms, the whole nine. I mean, what am I supposed to?
Jacksonville was too progressive. That's the problem. I think is your point was just like, come on, dude. There's no way the cholos hang out with the gangsters. What movie are we in right now? Just like. He's like, I'm actually just a Mexican guy, dude. I'm not a cholo. He's like, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just.
I know what you are.
Just like, I think that guy thinks we're in a movie right now. I don't know why he's just. Come on, what, a black guy with a hoodie. You cannot be with the well-dressed white guy. He's like, that's my fucking best friend. What are you talking about? You're like, this is just all wrong.
Jacksonville, you fucking bitch. I can't figure you out.
You weird progressive stranger. Like. I mean, but this is like a big place. Maybe it's one of those spots where like there wasn't like, oh, okay. I don't know.
Small.
Well, any other info from this place that you gathered?
No, but there was just like a bunch of like, there's like six of us, just like very out of like in hoodies. like it's like,
oh yeah, I love the idea. Yeah, I love the idea of you guys being like, these people are weird, right? And then a bunch of people just looking over at you guys while fucking one of you is trying to like. Okay.
Rubik's Cube, like
squat the other one, and you're punching a table, and the two of them are already drunk, but they're like leaning on each other, singing a fucking some fucking Led Zeppelin, and then they're like, yeah, no, we're weird, we got it, yeah. That's what happened.
I was including my own crew in this. I was like, there's you guys are weird too. But also my flight down was also a fucking nightmare, like the whole entire. That's why I punched my fucking. My hand hurts because but I'm sick of airlines saying like, oh, we could fly in like any weather once it's safe. Like that's myths. A lot of that's myths. Dude, it didn't even start snowing yet, and like
you punched that pilot, right? You punched a pilot. That's what
someone had to learn a lesson to not fucking cancel flights in snow.
I know.
What am I supposed to not punch pilots? It's crazy.
It's crazy. I know. She's not going to press charges, from what I heard. I think, right? She's not going to press charges.
It's even easier to punch a female pilot. They can't fight back.
Wow. Okay, that's legally. I think what he said was she's not going to press charges because that's what I said, and then Adam just admitted to the crime. And I think legally, I'm not his lawyer, but let's just say I am right now.
No, you are
legally. Hired. Oh, okay, good. I am hired. Yeah. I need to pass the bar before we go to court. Just let you know.
No, you don't. So good.
Your Honor, he would like to represent himself, and I am him.
Yeah, it's like trial by combat. It's like he's my representation of my combat.
Bring forth your challenger. Like
it's just you in a shitty suit, like in a very baggy suit, just shuffling papers.
To have Dan Clark like announce that like we have to go to trial, and like just Dan Clark comes in with a horn. Just a buddy of ours just comes in and just like. Bring forth his challenger. Like we're like, what the fuck? You walk in regal. You walk in regal, just like behind him. Hello, hello, peasants.
I introduced my challengee.
I'm coming in. Fucking fuck.
Yeah,
fuck.
Don't worry about his unsureness. That's just part of his tactics.
Okay. All right.
The confusion's part of it. Have you played Pokemon?
I'm like trying to talk to the fucking jury. Hey, what's up? How are you guys? You guys doing? I'm just doing hack. The guys, hey, you can't fucking talk to them. You can't talk to the jury. You can't talk to the jury. I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry.
Sliding in the 20s the whole time. You're like,
oh my, Dad's a little upset. You know what I mean? When I start doing, I'm just the hackiest fucking lawyer trying to get it.
Guilty. Holy shit, guilty.
Guilty. Oh my god. Like he. Fun. Yeah. So okay. Well, your flight made you punch with your hand and stuff, buddy.
Not the flight.
You got canceled.
But that's still not what made me punch something. If anything, this is a real full circle of this show. No, so it gets canceled. Like I was halfway to the airport and they canceled my flight, and I was annoying in itself. And then I was like, okay, cool. They give you all the other options, and every other option was making me lay over in Charlotte for like 4 hours, like 5 hours, like a really long time. And the show was that same day, and I was like, well, we gotta get to Florida at by 8:30 at least, The only other flight I found that was nonstop was like 4:30 and landed like 7:30, whatever the fuck it is. And I was like, it's cutting it close, but that's gonna have to be it. So I drive back to the house and I'm just like freaking out. I'm like, there's no way if they canceled the flight for 9 a.m. with no snow on the ground, why would the 4 o'clock flight with all the snow on the ground be available? Like, that just doesn't make sense. Why are they even offering that to me? So I still took it, waiting. I'm like, you know what? No, I guess start calling. So I call American Airlines. I'm like, hey guys, I know this isn't your fault because you're not God, but you did kind of fuck me anyway. So like, can you get me to Florida like in some sort of reasonable time? And the guy was like, all right, I found you a flight that starts at 1:05, 35-minute layover from Charlotte, get you to Florida by 5:45, 5:50. I was like, dude, that's perfect. That I'll do that. But the problem is, as this phone call is happening, it's 11:35, 11:40, and this is the 1:05 flight. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh shit. So I'm like, bye. I hang up. I go to find my keys. And this is the full circle of this fucking show. Because right around Christmas time, I was talking about how I can't find my fucking keys, and I get violently angry at the gym. I just saw the clip again that you posted. I think you reposted it. I am now frantically looking for my fucking keys. I'm like, where did I put them? I am in a panic. I am in a legit time crunch. I gotta fucking, and I fucking have flipped the couch upside down. I knew it wasn't there. I had anger. Flipped the fucking couch. I'm like, where are my fucking keys?
Yeah, you start.
Where are my fucking keys?
When you're in these panic modes, or anyone is, you start, at least for a man, I feel like you start turning over things that you have no business turning over. There's no, like, you have not been in the attic in years. You're searching through fucking Christmas shit. It makes no sense. But you do. You just, I totally get you.
Yeah, I broke a kitchen chair because I just picked it up and threw it like it was gonna be under the kitchen chair. Like
someone who's already sees you raging, and then you just hear like in the distance somewhere in the house, like, "Where's the last place you had him?" You're like, "Shut the fuck up!" Like, you know what I mean?
Luckily,
if I remember the last place I had them, they'd be there, wouldn't they? Like, you know what I mean? You gotta.
Yeah, luckily I didn't have that, so it was just me. But like, I was just like fucking flip. So I just fucking punched the first table I saw next to me, and then immediately I was like, I think I broke my knuckle. Like immediately, I was like, my anger went from that to that. I was like, I think I fucked my hand up. Like noticeably.
I love an attention tantrum. Like in a tantrum tantrum, you basically just look like a video of a kid who can't do like break the brick. Like, you know what I mean? And you just have that moment. Like you just have that like, I did that. Like, you know, like exactly now I don't have keys and I have a swollen hand. Yeah, good.
Yeah,
good.
I thought I broke it. Like I hit it so hard. I cracked the fucking desk. That's how hard I hit it. I thought I broke my fucking knuckle. I was like, oh no, this hurts beyond this is really bad. So I'm like, where are they? Where are they? Oh, here they are in my hoodie pocket where they were at the gym.
How many times?
I tapped my hoodie pocket 3 times though, to be fair. And I didn't feel shit or hear shit. I
was silly. I was silly when I was like, you probably should just like jump up and down. You know what I mean? And in the clip, you can see I'm fucking being silly. Just like, you know what? Probably like a stupid child. You should probably jump up and down to see where your keys are. Because if they jangle, then you know you have them. And here we are. Vindicated.
Yeah, you are vindicated. Touche.
You're
correct.
On some adult bullshit, you probably should put a tile on those things because you lose them often. and
Yeah.
put them in your house someplace. Put them up your butt, dude. Have you thought about putting them up your butt?
I'm gonna think about surgically implanting them in my chest,
Okay, that'd be
like
interesting.
Iron Man.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
helpful. Oh, that'd be so cute if you had a little key, like a little kangaroo.
Oh,
Now that I've seen the inside of their pouches, though, it's pretty gross.
they look like the inside out of like a brain. Like if you
Yeah.
just like took a brain
It's
inside out, it looks
so
like
much-
that. It's disgusting.
So much drier than I thought.
Yeah, they're gross.
So much drier.
Also, kangaroo. We're getting off topic now, but kangaroo birds are crazy. But anyway, we should do an episode of kangaroo birds one time.
But that would be, well, sure.
Just a whole episode of kangaroo birds.
That is off topic. I think it's more where you were going with it. Also, we need to watch a kangaroo booth. Not a big deal. I got all stranded at the end for no reason.
No reason.
Also, not a big deal. We're going to have to watch a kangaroo booth. No, but okay, so yeah, but it would be cute if you had a little, like, also I imagine it still has your chest hair, so it's like a cute little, just like, oh, no, we're good.
I gotta separate it like I'm going to the forest. Just gotta get to the keys.
I gotta be careful. It got infected last time because I ate nachos and with the nachos on it. So
All the nacho dust, all the Doritos dust gets in there. It fucks with the
you turn 50, you get a little, like, you go through a midlife crisis, so you get a little earring. You get a little earring on it.
and bedazzle it. I'm like,
just the top of it.
rhinestones on it.
That'd be so cute. That'd be so cute. Your Taylor Swift pocket. Sorry,
Dude,
I
I'll
don't
be a
know.
Swiftie.
I
I'll
put-
go to the.
That was so
like,
lazy.
Taylor, Taylor, look at my key chest. It's like my bedazzled key
would-
chest.
Be jarring. Yeah, that would be very strange for her. Let alone a man exposing his chest to just a woman in general. Yeah, like you're like, what's happening? Let alone
Who's this
to-
37-year-old man?
that is also infected. Whatever he has on his chest is wildly infected. It's super puffed up and gross.
Green.
You're not. Did you put fake earrings in those? Like, you gotta get real gold, dude. You can't, it's all, can't help it. My bedazzled pocket is all gross.
Yeah, I can't imagine trying to travel through security with that. Nightmare.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but I mean, you made it. You made it on a flight.
Yes, I did, but it gets more. So
Well,
get to the air.
I'm surprised you didn't punch the table. I'm surprised the table punch happened and then you found your keys.
Yeah, almost immediately after. It was like right away. It was like zero time in between. It was like punch. Oh fuck, my keys are right here. So I get to Philly Airport. I find a spot right outside the terminal on ground level. Almost impossible. Almost impossible. I know. And I shouldn't have parked there because like this is too good of karma where it's gonna fucking absolutely something's gonna happen. Like something's coming back to me. I hear an echo on your side, by the way.
Okay. I don't know
No
how.
problem. I definitely do. Anyway.
Good news is I'll hear it and I'll take it out, so it'll be fine.
Cool. Okay. So I find a spot right outside Terminal F. I'm like, dude, there's no way. I'm like, I shouldn't take the spot. This is too good to be true. Park there, get in. Everything's going smoothly. So I'm like, all right, it's connecting flight. I'm like a 35-minute layover. I'm like, it's fine. This is all on time. Like this flight's on time, so that doesn't matter. Now I got some Xanax from my doctor because I hate flying because like you're a tall guy, you get it. In fact, you get it more than
It's uncomfortable. Yeah.
anybody else. Because like I say, if you're like over 5, I think 10 on a plane, it's rough for you. Like 6 foot for me is like torture. I feel so 6'5". I can only imagine how.
Especially Spirit. Especially like the ones that are trying to like every single inch centimeter that they're trying to gain. Yeah, those ones are especially uncomfortable.
Right. So I'm like, all right, I'm popping Xanax. I smoke weed. I'm like, I'm going to sleep for like an hour. I'm just going to sleep for an hour. I also stay up for 24 hours for this whole ordeal. I was going to sleep on the plane. That's my plan. Sleep on the plane, sleep in the hotel, do the show. Like that was the plan. But it fucked up. So sitting there and I pass out immediately. 40 minutes go by and I wake up. And I'm looking around the airplane, like in a daze. Like I just came out like, I'm like, oh, like one of those, like I'm like, oh shit, am I in a drug? I got a drug panic. And I'm looking around and I'm like, I feel like I'm no expert. We're not flying. And I raise my window Philadelphia Airport.
Beautiful.
Flight attendant was by me like, hey, man, what's up? What's up with the not flying part? Because I have a connecting flight that is not going to wait for me, right? They're not going to wait for me. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. We had to like fix part of the plane. I go, do that before though, right? Do that before we all get on it. Like that should be a thing done before you board pass. But hey, who am I? Who am I? So what do we do about this? And he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, great. I'm just going to go back to sleep, I guess, because now I can't do anything about this, and I am in a full-blown panic mode. So I just go back to sleep. I'm just going to wake up in Charlotte and just not get to Florida. There's no way I'm making this flight. We land. I get connection into my phone. I pull up the American Airlines app. The Charlotte flight is delayed by 15 minutes.
All right.
I was like, okay. Now, the coolest thing ever happened on this flight. The American Airlines flight attendant, I never seen this before. He gets in the PA right before we land. He's like, we have, I think, like 3 people. It was like me and like 2 other people.
Yeah.
How to connect.
Right.
And to like let them off first.
Yeah. Like, fuck everybody else. Like, we will do that. They will do that now. Like, just to be like, yeah.
I've never seen
We know what connecting. If they know there's connecting that have to hit, like, they typically will let them off first. Just because it's like humane. It's humane almost. It's like,
and they were like, we were running like, I mean, we were like,
you're going to need a Home Alone. Yeah, you're going to need a Home Alone run through the airport. I got to update my references, but also new movies are stealing. Yeah, it's like, whatever. Any thing where you're running through the airport. They really don't do it anymore because it's kind of hack at this point, but yeah.
So as I'm getting off, some guy in first class steps in front of me. He's like, I also have a connecting flight too. Why don't I get to go? I went, is it right now into Jacksonville? He went, no. I went, get the fuck out of my way. Like, that's my thought. Yeah.
Notice you're just in 4 hours, dude. Just chill the fuck out. Like,
No, I told him, I said, get the fuck out of my way. And he was like, I just like pushed right past him. I did not. I was like, I'm like, it's like one of those things like, I want to get into this more with you, but I can't. I physically can't all the time. So like, now I'm running through the airport. I'm like, I'm so out of shape. I got to do cardio at the gym. This is fucking nuts. This is fucking nuts. Because like, it's Charlotte. Oh my God, I can't speak either. Charlotte Airport isn't big.
Yeah.
But you know, when the flight's leaving, it's big. So I'm like running from B to C, like gate B to C. So I'd like run up across the atrium and like down the other like chute. Right. So I'm the first one there because the other 2 people were like elderly. They were older, like in their 60s, which is also fucked up. Like they were running too. Like they were making them run too. So like I'm running and I get to the gate and it says flight closed. And I just from like I saw from like 50 yards away the flight closed thing, and I just went, no! Like that. Just no! Just to the ether. Just to the airport. I was like, no! I couldn't have been to any gate. Because there's all the gate. I was just yelling no. And I'm like, no! No. Just saying no out of breath. And she was like, you're okay. We know what happened. We're saving it for you 3. And I was like, no. Like all I just keep saying is no.
Yes.
And, she's like, just get on. I'm like, okay. And I get on, and then like everything else from there was like fine, but like that was just a fucking nightmare. Like,
must have been fun for her to hear a child smoker in the distance because it just says no, like it's just no, like it's just like. The fuck? What the fuck was that? It's like, sir, you're fine. We're holding the flight. Just get on.
How child is yelling at me?
So weird. You guys remember that weird ripped kid? Remember he was like real little, but he was ripped for no reason. He had some kind of illness or something. He sounds like him. I don't know why. No. It's like, you look over, it's almost 40-year-old man. You're just like, all right, dude, it's going to be okay. I mean...
Why are your legs so short but your torso so long?
Yeah. You are drenched in sweat, dude. It's insane. I go to the gym every day. No.
If I had longer legs, it wouldn't have been such a hard run. Stupid short legs.
You're such a little baby. We should do plugs.
Yeah.
While you turn on that plug music, don't forget to maybe turn it down first before you hit play. That'd be delightful. That? No. But.
You don't know.
I do my friendly voice for the plugs. Hey, everybody. Like, Adam Nutter, tell them where you might be coming up.
Yeah, so this Friday I'll be at Conyers, Georgia, right outside of Atlanta for 2 days. Friday, Saturday, so coming out to that. That's going to be a banger of a show. Good old time. And then, again, local Philly, Jersey, and fucking New York stuff, I'm sure, in between. Like, I got a Dandy April show in Phoenixville, March 28th. I think on February 9th, I'm up in Easton with Joe Ferraro and that crew. And then out to LA and Costa Mesa on 23rd and 24th. Corpus Christi, Texas, April 12th and 13th. And Duluth, Minnesota, April 19th. So coming out to those. Go check out 5 Till Midnight, the other podcast I do. Is very fun. And thank you all for checking that out and hanging out with us every Monday night. We go live and check that. Again, 5 Till Midnight on YouTube and all the other audio platforms. And follow me on Twitter at Adam Nutter and stuff. That is it.
And stuff. Boom. Stay tuned for the rest of this podcast after my plugs and some more stuff. This got to go up today. So, yeah, probably. It'll probably go up tomorrow. So, okay, well, if you came out to the Brow House on South Street, cool. Nice little dating show. Thanks for everybody who came out. I think it sold pretty well. So, yeah, I'm excited to do it. It'll be fun tonight to peek behind the veil. And you can check us out. Oh, Big Friday for Drop Tent and Biggest Little Comedy. You can come on out to Biggest Little Comedy in Wissahickon in Philadelphia, or you can go over to Fishtown in Philadelphia and check out both great shows and lineups. You can go over to droptent.com/events to check these out, or Biggest Little Comedy on Instagram. Check out all our shows coming up. You can check us out at Wissahickon Brewing Company this Friday, the 26th. So that would be tomorrow. And 8 o'clock show. Tickets are going fast. We're basically sold out half the room already. So between now and then, definitely grab up those tickets. We got the wonderful Steve Rinaldi headlining from the Yo Dom podcast. He's done stuff in this studio. Super fun. And Albert Davis from the Seriously Dad, Hannah Trav from Helium. Great lineup of comics. Check that out. Of course, at Myers Brewing Company in Fishtown, Philadelphia, every second and fourth Friday. They've got a great lineup as well with Kirsten Sills and Brian Isley from High IQ Basketball from the network. So all these great comics that if you check out the podcast on the network, you will see them on the shows. They're funny and they do great stuff. So come out to those. And, of course, February 2nd, come out to Matt Himes, Woodhimes. We're calling it Woodhimes. Because it's just actually is kind of fun. It sounds like an old regal house, like in a horror movie. You know what I mean? Oh, up on the hill, Woodhimes. So come out, Matt Himes and Neil Wood, do some stuff over at a room that is wonderful. Crown of Creation, February 2nd. Come out to that show as well. We got some more stuff coming up, but you can check it all out at droptent.com/events. And you can support this podcast by going over and checking out droptent.com/store, buying some merch, buy a shirt, sleeveless sleeves, hoodie, whatever you want to do. We appreciate it. Hats, all kinds of cool stuff. And we'll send it on out to you. It benefits the podcast, and we appreciate some cool things. So come on out to a show and support the hoodie. Yeah, we appreciate it, everybody. Get something to put on your body. Get something to put on your body. Adam Nutter, check us over to the Patreon, patreon.com/cult of us. You can get a bunch of extra content on there. You've got Gauntlet. You've got fight watches, movie watches. You're going to get a t-shirt. You got all kinds of cool stuff, all just for $5 a month. And shout out to the hot dogs out there doing it. We love you. We're gonna make sure that we take off your collars this weekend and let you guys run around the yard and stuff like that. We know.
I didn't make any promises. I did not make any promises. That is from the Pope side of the skull. That is not from the president side of the skull.
Hey, I think we know where the bread is buttered, and I'm gonna talk to your fearless leader. I'll talk to him. I'll work him down. He's just a little upset about Jacksonville, Florida, and stuff. We're gonna work it out. His hand's gonna heal. You might need to take care of him sexually, but that's here nor there. But having said all that, I don't know who would ever want to join this. So, yeah, check it out. Obviously, we're fucking. But yeah, check out a bunch of cool stuff in there, a bunch of extra content, us dicking around, us on the road. And thanks, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe on all the places you find us. You can go over to Cult of Us page to find out more on Drop Tent. And keep the network going. Jump on the newsletter, and you'll see all the show updates and everything we got going on. Boom. I feel like there's probably more, but who knows? We'll see them next week.
I mean, this is not a good way to phrase this, but I have a funny to catch a predator video.
No, I mean, there's always a funny to catch a predator video. I feel like it's always great. I love it.
No, this is.
I love a good.
I just came across this the other day, and I was like, "This is kind of fucking funny." Where is it?
We should try to not. Okay,
I was going time.
I can cleanly cut this if we can make this look smooth, but you talk in. We got to make this look smooth.
Why would we do that?
All right, I see a man's face. Oh no. Machete. Oh no. This cannot be. Oh, this is by Bravo. They're hard hitting reporting by Bravo. Yeah, it's probably on the Bravo network. Okay. Am I gonna have to put something over this?
I don't know.
I don't know anymore because it's on YouTube.
It is YouTube, but like we're doing. I don't know. The last thing didn't get pulled.
Hey guys, well let's just put it this way. If I had to put something over it, you're gonna have to see it on the YouTube. I'm sorry. I mean on Patreon. So sorry everybody.
Yeah, it's fine.
He's been chatting online with a decoy posing as a boy.
Yeah.
He
starts off so funny.
This footage is Palumbo, and he's brought a
good.
gift. We've hired an 18-year-old actor to play the part of the young teen.
Hey, come on in. Awesome.
So many cameras.
The Italianness of this guy is what makes it so funny for me.
Online in an AOL.
You give good directions. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. You got me here safe. Here's some fucking wine coolers to make it all even. Let me suck that dick. You know?
Chat room.
I didn't even hear enough of it. Can you play it one more time for me?
Yeah. Listen. It's. I watched this 4 times. It's so funny. Listen. It's
old Anthony Palumbo. And he's brought a gift.
Palumbo.
We've hired an 18-year-old actor to play the part of the young teen.
Hey, come on in. Awesome.
You give good directions.
Online in an AOL gay chat room, calling himself "Hi, buddy."
He does
what's
sound
up?
like an SVU extra.
100%, dude. Also,
you'll give good directions, boy. I gotta tell you that. Now, you mind bending over.
The other gay guy told me to go left a bunch of times, and I got lost. I just went home and wound up jerking off. But you fucking right to your butthole.
He does sound like he's the type of weird closeted gay dude, or pedophile, obviously closeted.
Pedophile.
Hey,
no, you're right.
more pedophiles need to come out of the closet. I feel like they need to come out and then immediately be arrested. I think it's been said before. I think we're all in agreement. They should not be in their closet, but just so you know, you will be arrested as soon as you come out of the closet. But you're right, though. He does kind of remind me of like a couple of different characters, but the one that it's John Wayne Gacy a little bit, because John Wayne Gacy had that gruff accent, but he would try to convince he wasn't gay or whatever. You didn't even think of him as gay, but he's like he feels like that guy, like trying to convince you that he's nah. I just, listen, every once in a while I don't get laid, out and about with the ladies. This is just something we do between friends, you know what I mean? We just take care of each other, baby.
So funny, you're jumping the gun because that's exactly what happens.
Dude, he's that weird masculine.
It's exactly what happens.
Yeah, you could just be a bi guy. You could just be a dude. But this type of masculine dude, it's like, nah. I mean, we're gonna fucking suck, but it's because we can't get the broads tonight.
Yeah, it's so it's like I'm not gay, just suck some dick. It's like, no, it's gay.
What, dude?
It's definitely gay.
The problem with this video is not that it's gay. The problem is this kid's playing as a 14, 15-year-old person.
14. You'll find out. You'll find out. But no, of course. Yeah. But it goes deeper into, like you said, it's like this guy's like, I'm not gay. It's like to fucking suck and fuck some dick. What is so gay about that? It's like all of it.
I love it. It's like it shows the courage that gay people need to have. Obviously, again, this guy is a fucking pedophile, so it's different for that. But it's always funny. It's always funny when the pedophile, like the dude, you hear like this argument coming from him. You could just see it from a closeted like gay dude who's just is very scared of coming out and older. But like when you hear from a pedophile guy, you're like, dude, the big problem with this is not the gay part, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Be gay, dude. Be gay. No one cares about that part, dude.
Just fuck old gay dudes. Why you gotta fuck 14-year-olds?
If anything, you should look at this guy. I don't know if you know this. Well, you're about to find out. It's actually an 18-year-old actor. It should be this and up. That's
it. In fact, that is the only thing you said. That is it. There should be nothing else looking into it. 18
okay.
and up.
I'm excited to hear him try to fucking scuttlebutt, pun intended, the way out of this.
Also, you missed it with Chris Hansen when he's like this part. He goes, he was in the gay hookup website with so he was in a gay chat room. So like,
okay.
But that's what makes it funny later on because I know you jumped the gun, but like this guy later he's like I'm not gay. He's like you're in a gay chat room. He's like he's like trying to deny just be gay and not a pedophile. You know, you can be both those things.
Come on, dude. That makes you gay now. Adam, if that makes you gay, dude, I am gay.
Pretending to be a 14-year-old boy that he's horny. Then the 46-year-old says, I want to be top.
Okay.
You want to do it raw?
Raw?
Yes.
What's that?
No rubber.
I was supposed to be left.
Now he's here, beer in hand, asking the decoy several times to put it in the refrigerator.
You can put that in the fridge.
Yeah, I'll put it in the bag.
This also, the video is so good, it looks like a bad.
I'm just a little nervous.
I'm nervous too. My excuse to come here, I went to Atlantic City.
I don't know. What
Put that in the refrigerator. I don't know. Just chill
I
out.
like how he's just like, get that cold, I'm gonna get fucked up and fuck your butt. This guy is just triggered. I bet he's not putting it in the fucking refrigerator. His wine coolers.
Well, his terrible monster senses are going off. I think his terrible monster senses are going off, in which he's just like, hey, I don't know, this feels weird. Why don't you put those in the fridge? Why are you waiting? Why don't you know what? Is that a camera? You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's all take our pants off here and fucking make sure there's no cops hiding directly in the other room with the cameras.
It is shot. It is crazy. If you jump on the YouTube, it is shot kind of like a B movie from back in the day. Like just the quality of it and somewhat the acting. Like he feels like he's acting. At first, I thought we were watching a demo. I thought we were watching a dramatization of this.
Of How to Catch a Predator, like a pilot. He was trying to sell it to MSNBC, and like this is how it would go if we were to do it.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I should put it in the fridge. He's like, yeah, no, I guess I'm just nervous that he gets back. Yeah, sorry, take it again. Yeah, no, put it in the fridge. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like the acting is bad.
Also, it's like the cameras are such clear pitch. It's almost like it's impossible not to notice the hidden cameras.
Yeah. It looks it feels like I'm watching Family Matters on YouTube from like back in the day. Like
a sitcom.
The acting is like the lighting is way off. It's set for like the lighting of a drama, which it is. But I will say it's
wild.
It's crazy wild. This is unsettling. This is wildly unsettling.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like he's even looking around like I don't trust this, but this dick ain't gonna suck itself, and these wine coolers are gonna get cold himself. So
he's got the herb. I mean, he has the jacket of that I saw all the time on dads and creepy uncles. Not mine. My uncles were great, but like creepy uncles of other people, like that have zip up, big wide collar, different two-tone kind of color, dark on dark, just like gray on blue or something like that. And it's kind of swooshy. So it's uncomfortable. You're like, dude, you wear this to go golf earlier today? What is this fucking coat that you owe? It's full of condoms and terrible pedophile materials. It's all pop. He forgot his keys. It's just in his pocket the entire time. Sorry, it's right next to the proof that says you're definitely 14. I apologize. Hold on. Here we go.
This guy looks like if Ray Romano just didn't succeed in comedy.
Oh, he's got a little bit of that, definitely. Yeah. He's got a little bit. He's got the mustache of somebody who could have easily been just racistly put in the background of like a Mexican scene or something like that in the 80s. They would have there were so many Italians playing Latinos back in the day that now, and then you see this guy, you're like, oh, okay. If you don't speak,
God. No, I get it though. Like, I get it.
Still racist, but okay.
But I get it.
Yeah.
But also like he looks like everyone from South Jersey and like Staten Island.
He's got a little bit of that going on, yeah. Definitely. He's East Coast all day. He's East Coast all day.
All day, 100%. There's no West Coast Italians. Only East Coast Italians.
No.
That's it.
All right. We'll see what happens.
I'm just nervous. You know.
That's all right. If I would, you could put that in the refrigerator. All right.
So why'd you need the cover story to go to Atlantic City?
It's the worst.
I'll see my brother.
Yeah,
Why'd you need the cover story?
Can I just okay? So there's one of two things that I need to address for all the catch predators, right? When he comes out, a lot of guys will just start talking to him like they're not blown away.
Yeah.
Like but put yourself in the mind of this 47-year-old pedophile. He did all the work in gay chat rooms. He knows the kid's 14. He's like, I'm gonna fuck this child. I'm gonna fucking bring wine club. I'm gonna go. And so he has horned up Italian guy brain going into a basement, and then Chris Hansen walks out of nowhere. And he's like, oh yeah, this is normal. I gave her just the dude. I'd be like, what is going on right now? Like, get me I just start looking for the door. Or I gotta fight this guy. But like one of two things is gonna go either flight or flight all day. But he's just like, fucking, the wife, AC. It's like it's so weird.
I guess you hit on something. For whatever reason, pedophiles, when caught, don't have a fight or flight response. They don't immediately start attacking him. They don't start attacking him. I think that has to do with typically the power dynamics. Typically these pedophiles are, trying to get younger kids.
Dude, it's not even like a power. It's just like a human being react. You know what I'm saying? Just like the fact of like, what the fuck is happening right now? Like all that goes to the side. You're just like, I'm a person in a room and I'm not supposed to be here anymore. Like one of those things.
Well, it's not like, okay, hold on. Two things. One, I think it's funny that pedophiles have the combo of MO that makes them immune from the fight or flight response, which is kind of funny because that means they're perfect to surprise. Like they don't have the instinct to run because then they're like, I'm guilty. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yet for some reason they don't have the instinct to fight because like they're typically like cowards and plagued with insecurity or whatever the fuck like that. So they're targeting minors. So if anything, I feel like Chris Hansen for some reason has nailed it where it's just like, no, you can just walk up on them. Like it's like deer in captivity where they're kind of okay with it. Like you can just walk up on it. Yeah, it's Quokkas. It's Quokkas again. It's Quokkas. It's Quokkas again. Like they haven't learned a lesson yet. It's like if you walk up on it, this is the difference between back then. This is probably what, mid 2000s, late 2000s. Yeah, it has to be. Yeah. It gets tough when stuff's 720. You never know how much it degraded, and you have to go off like the dress. And then Chris Hansen looks like he's dressed, could be modernish, not whatever, but the guy looks like straight out of 90s, early 2000s. It's tough. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, maybe now if you do this in a pedophile, they immediately know. So they're immediately like they see a guy come out holding a paper. They're like, oh fuck, you know what I mean? Like the Quokkas, like they started to evolve with it. But it is crazy. They don't have a fight or flight.
The Australian government has to put a protective order on pedophiles. Like you guys are touching pedophiles too much. Yeah, stuff. You scaring them. Yeah, I like how pedophiles are good at getting caught at stings and also surprise parties. They have no reaction. Like, oh, guys.
I don't know what it is. Yeah, immediately he's mid-stretch too. It's like, oh, man, this is going great mid-stretch. 14-year-old boy, can't believe what's up? Like,
yeah, what?
No, not like a big thing. Oh, I'm seeing my brother. Like, what?
AC, you know what the boys do in the weekends in AC.
No,
it's like
roll it back because he asks him a direct question, which he answers, but in the wrongest way. Like he's just like, so why do you think you needed the cover story? His first question out of his mouth. The guy is mid-stretch, and he's like, I'm going to see my brother. And I'm like, that's not good, man. So you needed the cover story, but you're repeating the cover story?
So why'd you need the cover story to go to Atlantic City?
I'll see my brother.
Yeah, but who did you have to give that to as a cover story?
No, my brother is home, my other brother.
Right.
And I said, I got to go to Atlantic City.
But instead you came here.
I stopped by to go there.
So you like to gamble?
Yeah, I love to gamble.
You took a little bit of a gamble coming in here tonight.
No, I just stopped by.
But you said you were nervous when you came in. Why were you so nervous?
No, I just stopped by. I was going to let me repeat the bullshit story again. Hold on. I was going to Atlantic City, and I stopped by a 14-year-old boy's house, and I was about to just leave. Actually, you know what? It's just about that time.
He's like, Chris, I don't know if you heard. Atlantic City. This is Atlantic City 100 times in a minute.
Just keep reporting it. I'm on my way, actually. I'm there now. Mentally, I'm there.
You can see the wheels start spinning of he's like, how do I get out of this? like now it's like starting to set in where he's like, if I just say my brother in Atlantic City a bunch, I think I can get out of this. I think this is the surefire plan to just go back home.
And it was dark, and I'm not usually a drive at dark at nighttime.
So the nighttime makes you nervous.
Yeah, driving. I'm not a drive at night.
And what about visiting a boy who's home alone? Does that make you
That's
nervous?
right,
Well,
Sam.
yeah.
There is something terrible, but there is something childlike. That is, you have a parent comes out and is just like, so you lied about not going to school today, huh? It's like, no, I went to school. I kind of went there. It's like, dude.
Yeah. Your principal called.
You're dead. The fact that you're in a jail cell, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, this is like your kid is arguing with you from a jail cell. And their first question is like, so you lied about going to school today, huh? Well, I mean, I went to jail. I was at school today. And then I sort of talked to the teacher a little bit. They didn't like that much. And you're like, no, man, you're in jail. So,
I just wanted to just say hi. It was not that,
and drop off a package.
Yeah, I had beer.
Have you been drinking tonight?
No, not at all. You can smell my breath. Not at all.
That's okay. I don't need to do that. He tells me several times he thought the boy was 18, but in the chat log, the decoy tells him 2 different times that he's 14. How old are you?
39.
39. You said you were 35.
Hey, I know we all know he's 47, but saying he's 35 is crazy. He is the most haggard 35-year-old in the world.
again, it's tough to tell. Well, yes. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I didn't mean to unpause it when you.
No, it's all right. We got to roll through this. We're getting up on
39.
time.
We find out later he's actually 46. He says he's unemployed and spends his time caring for his ailing mother. Then he tries to explain away his graphic sexual chat. You asked him in your chat if he was top or bottom. What does that mean?
Call the cops.
Did I ask? I don't remember that.
Are you top or bottom? I'm horny, you say.
I was just fooling around.
Well, if you're just fooling around, then why were you so concerned about knowing whether or not he was a cop?
Just joking.
Just joking. So what made you decide to...
You a cop and got like a badge and a whole team ready to take me down over there, or you just want some dick? Like it's a fuck.
The Ray Romano thing I'm getting. He does have that, like that. Well, I didn't know. Like it's like nasal in the way.
Whiny, yeah.
Come over here and meet a teenage boy after this sexually explicit conversation.
I thought it was like I wanted to hang out with someone, like a friend. Like I thought he was like 18, something like that. It wasn't. I'm not gay or anything. I'm just saying.
Well, this isn't about gay.
No,
or
I'm
straight.
just saying. I'm straight.
Nobody cares what adults do.
No, I'm just saying.
But
I'm just saying, though. No, I know what you just said, but I'm just saying I'm not no fruit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't do any of that stuff.
Weird, Chris Hansen. You think I would be in a gay chat room trying to fuck 14-year-olds if I was gay?
Which is obviously the only problem with me being here.
Yeah, obviously. How dare you assume that I would engage in homosexual or erotic behavior with another man? It's like, how dare you, Chris Hansen?
Well, now we know that that's not the crime here, so I guess I'll be going. Like,
I guess, are you trying to spin it like and trying to accuse gay men of committing crimes?
I feel a little persecuted.
Somebody who's 14, that's when it becomes an issue. How old are you? You ask. 14. I told you that already. You say K, meaning okay.
I wasn't.
But why do that? What's the motive here? Explain it to me. I don't
No, you're
understand.
right. No, you're right.
It's an illegal thing.
Yeah, I know. I did a stupid thing.
Do you ever?
It's like dude. This is so Italian. Like this is it's so fun because like it's a culture. It's like he lost argument with his mom now. He's like, no, Ma, you're right. You know, I should have thought better when I went with Nikki and Timmy down to the fucking well and I got hurt. You're right, Ma. I should fucking know better. It's like, that's what he's doing right now. And like, Chris Hansen's just like, dude, you're fucking, he said 14 100 times. And he's like, nah, I know, you know. Can I go now?
I'm waiting for him to be like, I'm a little mentally irregular. Like, you know what I mean? like just be like, nah, man, that's not an out. You can't. I don't care what you do. I made an accident. Oh, whoops a daisies.
Ma says I don't have all my pasta bozool straight up in my head. You know, is there some fucking beans loose?
I'm a couple layers short of a ziti. Does that make sense? You're like, what? No, man. I don't think that plays. I don't think that works.
My mom says that my lasagna didn't cook through my brain like it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? You gotta cook it all the way through.
Ever watch much television?
Good job, Adam.
Sometimes, once in a while. I'm not so much of a TV person.
Well, I'm Chris Hansen, and I work for Dateline NBC.
Oh, you're Chris Hansen. He's starstruck.
I like this guy's like, that camera was a camera the whole time. Which, by the way, the way that camera walked out, it almost like it was there. Like it's almost like the guy was standing there with the camera the whole time. This guy.
I thought the same thing. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
The show was.
Would want to be.
I got it. Just watch how fast
Hansen,
of a fucking.
And I work for Dateline
camera
NBC.
this comes out.
Doing a story on adults.
I wouldn't want to be. Oh boy.
You can walk right out the door. You can't.
Okay.
No, he can't walk right out of the door.
He quickly leaves the house and is startled by the police.
He's like, all right, you got me. I was gonna make a run for you. You caught me fair and square. You guys got me.
Well, like for a brief moment, this man has to be some. I mean, I have to. Ah, man, the IQ test.
Who?
Don't pause it because for a brief moment, he's like, "Oh, that's so nice of you. You're gonna let me get away and not go." like he's like, "Ah, man, you're being like a real sweetheart." You know, I'm not gay, so I feel like no crime was committed here. You know, because again, I thought he was 18, even though knowing he was 14 the whole time.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a weird experience. Can I get those beers back out of the fridge?
Were they chilled? Because I'm going to want a cold beer to get out of here. Just to be clear, I'm not gay.
I like how he gets into Boston. Just to be clear, you have to understand. But yeah, man, it's always, man, they're not the brightest. Who knew?
No, it's wild, but it gives his breakdown here. So this happened in Ocean County, New Jersey in 2007. Oh, so we were kind of right, mid-2000s, right? Colombo was charged with criminal attempt and attempt to lure or entice a minor. Right. Colombo was released after posting a $50,000 bail bond pending trial. In 2008, Colombo pleaded guilty to one charge of criminal attempt in third degree, and he was sentenced to parole supervision for life and sex offender registration. In February 2019... Colombo was involved in a hit and run because of this. He served 45 days in Rikers Island. Oh, so that's actually this isn't being a pedophile. He's just a piece of shit. So also he went to jail.
Yeah. It's like, turns out he got into some of those wine coolers while he was driving and just unfortunate.
Yeah. Which, by the way, parole supervision for life and sex offender registration isn't great, but like he's still walking around. Like this guy was totally trying to fuck a 14-year-old. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like he would have. That's the thing that blows my mind about. That's the thing that's not funny. But like all these, it's like a lot of times it's like they get out because they never, actually did it. It's like, okay, but like they were gonna like they were totally gonna if you didn't walk out with the police. Like that's the whole point of this. So it is wild, but like this guy just harping on like not gay though, just not gay.
Yeah, not the important part there, buddy.
Were you in a gay chat room? I was just fooling around.
All right, you got me there. All right, guys. All right, I'm going. I feel like you guys are a little homophobic. I'm going to go. I am gay. I know the worst thing I've done so far today is be gay, I guess. So I'll be going.
I thought this was the modern progressive era we're in New Jersey.
It's not too far from New York. I mean, it's what's going on here, but all right.
It's fine.
No, I had no idea. He's got like that nasal thing I can't get.
I like Chris Evans. Like, you can go. He's like, okay, thank you. Just like,
oh yeah, sure. You're not bringing the cops in at all. That's so weird.
So I just walk out that door, go back to Ma.
I'm surprised Chris answers to go like, would you want us just be like, do you want us to bring the cops in now, or do you want to try to do the part where you go? Like, I genuinely, like, that's straight
funny.
up.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. It's kind of like, it's like, come on, man. Like, yeah, I mean, we don't have to say the options, but these have to be the options, or I'm a terrible person.
Yeah.
Or this is caught in the wild, like kind of like footage in the wild of a pedophile. Like, yeah, you should be catching these guys. Like, it'd be weird. But anyway, man, another fucking Chris Hansen. Holy shit.
It is nuts how, like, you would have thought more of these episodes would end up like, oh, really? Okay, boom, and just fucking blow their brains out on the spot. Like, that's never happened is insane.
I'm glad they don't have brought guns. I mean, yeah, Jesus Christ, that's a terrible, dark thought, Adam.
I'm saying.
Well, if they brought guns, Chris Hansen comes out and goes, bang. he just goes, toof, toof. Oh, shooting our way out of here.
Comes into the room's like,
yeah.
Oh, shit, should we go?
Did no one think to ask if he was bringing it? Fuck.
You know, right. Like Chris Hansen didn't tell us to go yet. Wait.
It is a wild show in the fact that, like, the chance of there being a gun there is somewhat, and Chris Hansen needs to take that leap of, like, I don't know. He could have a gun on him. He's bulky enough clothing. He could be hiding a gun.
Dude,
and then
there's no way, like, all these states are northern states where, like, it's hard to get a gun. Like, I'm sure they did this in Florida and Texas and shit too. Like, where like it was easy to get one. So like,
it's in New Jersey. Yeah, it's easy to get. It's easy to get a gun in some of these states.
Well, that is true. It's easy to get. Yeah, that's really true.
And he'd be illegally carrying it anyway or something. You know what I mean? Right. It wouldn't be get a violation.
It wouldn't matter anyway. But that is a crazy thing to think of that never happened.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That risk of it had to go through Chris Hansen's head a couple of times.
You know what's crazy? Remember that show Cheaters on VH1? Remember the guy got stabbed for real?
Yeah.
The host got stabbed just because a guy got caught cheating on his girlfriend, and no one killed Chris Hansen getting caught trying to be a pedophile. It's insane.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's insane.
Yeah, we don't wish for it, but it is. You think of the probability. You can, like, sometimes, the pedophile is going to force whatever to happen.
Fucking crazy.
And you're like, but so, oh man, that's fucking terrifying. Just immediately Chris Hansen walks in, he's just like, just immediate, just bang, bang. And you're like, fuck. The cops outside would have to be like, fuck, like immediate.
They're like me from the airport, like, no,
no. No. And then for some reason I've watched too much I watched too much Chappelle where it's just every time Chappelle drops the like a gun or like whatever when he's the crackhead character and it was just like I got warrants, like I just feel that every time, like, crosses camera, I got warrants, and then she's like, yeah, you do, you're a pedophile, you fucking he's like physically like trying to like do one of these, like trying to get out of there. Pink Panther music starts playing. All right.
All right,
this has been fun, guys. Check out all our shit we got coming up. We hope to see you out at shows. I've been Neil Wood, that's been Adam Nutter. We'll see you next time. Another day in the cult. You want to be a good person. We know you do. And that's why we're here to guide you and help. You can go to @CultOfUsCast or Cult of Us and just subscribe, and that will fix you. This is your Pope, Neil Wood, and that will fix you. We know that you'll grow as a person and be better. Check out all the stuff at patreon.com/cultofus or droptent.com/podcasts. You want to be better. You will.
Hi, I'm International Man of Mystery Dan DePriel, and I'm one of the weekday comics. My friend Dave and I get paid to do comedy, believe it or not. But we're not allowed to tell all the jokes we want to tell. That's why we started this podcast. Join us every Tuesday at 8 p.m., where we're going to talk about the news of the day and tell a couple of jokes that we just don't feel comfortable telling on stage. Hey, we don't have careers, so who gives a weekday comics? Our podcast, where we give you the big bags of trash we were born to be and aren't allowed on the shows they pay us to do.
This has been a Drop Tent Media production.